So what's the truth that you think the men of our time are not telling their women or wives?
That they wish their wives and women would have cooked for them more. Yeah, like this in this modern generation, we've got a lot of women that are so busy, and they don't have time to cook for their husbands, and they are entrusting that task to their maids. And there's just this thing with men and food. This is why they say if you want to get to a man's heart, it is through food. Now imagine having married a woman that cannot cook for you. How is she going to make the bond that you have with her strong? As a woman, you need to cook for your man so that your man can develop that strong bond with you to a level where he's eating something, he's so much in love with you, knowing that this meal was prepared by my wife, my woman. Now, so this is where you get cases where you've employed a maid who you've entrusted to be cooking for the home. And your husband happens to be the person who's also eating the food that is being prepared by the maid. So what do you get? Moreover, men are men. You get a maid that is good looking, is cooking very well. What do you get? You may not know it, but your husband has married the maid. After you just leaving the house, the maid becomes the wife. Actually, the maid was the wife all along, just because of one thing. She cooked well. So in as much as you can be busy as a woman, as a civilized woman, your husband needs to be eating the food that you prepared. Do not entrust a maid to prepare food for your husband. It is not even about charms, believe me. If the food tastes nice, it is delicious. There's no need for charms. That woman does not need charms to get your husband. That woman does not need charms to get that man. If the food is good, that's charm enough. He's gonna fall for that woman, and in the end, he's gonna marry the maid. That's how it is. Make sure that in as much you are a busy woman, you are civilized, have a career, you are working, find time to cook for your husband. Find time to cook for your man, because that is your responsibility as a wife.